Chromia. Chromia is a layer 1 modular chain built specifically for dApp development, for scalability of dApp development. They had a good 2021, hitting over like the $1.20. In fact, we'll go through what it hit. And I've not seen much growth since then in terms of the ecosystem. So I want to talk about where this will go this year based on current usage. Now, before I get into it, if you are new here, this spreadsheet shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying up all of these coins. These were cryptos that I thought could do very, very well and make a lot of cash, which is obviously why I bought them. These are the prices of the coins when I bought them and when I released the videos. These are the highs these cryptos hit 16 months on, and what your profits would have been from $100 into each one. If you'd have done that for all of them, you'd made over 123 grand. If you'd done $1,000 into each one, you'd made over 1.2 million. Now, you don't have 16 months. We're in a bull cycle, and if you've got coins you're not confident in, have a look at copymycrypto.com. This is the site I run where I share the coins that I own with my members. And when I find a crypto that I think is going to make a lot of cash, like I said with Theta and Zilliqa and Phantom, I jump onto the site, I tell my members about the coin that I've found, the price that I'm going to buy at. So my members get in and out of cryptos, same price as me, so they make the same profit, and they don't have any work to do at all. If you go onto the site, you'll see some of the profits my members have made. You'll see some of my past successes. These are public record, along with the testimonials of my members. You can verify everything that you see on this history of this channel. And read through it, watch all the vids. And if you want to hear more, you want to find out the cryptos I'm in, the ones I think are going to be the winners of this year, like I said with so many of these, all you have to do to find out about the coins is join up on the site. Now, Chromia. So Chromia hit an all-time high of $1.50 in 2021. So obviously it's a bit off that now. But bear in mind it was at points in 2021 like a 1.1, 1.2 cents. So it did over 100x. Now, Chromia, as I said, modular layer 1 blockchain. And holders-wise, they've got about 29,000 holders, just shy of. It's a layer 1 modular relational blockchain. It's built for building scalable and customizable dApps. They support standalone applications, Ethereum virtual machine interoperable layer 2 enhancements. They can serve as a decentralized infrastructure for data intensive use cases like AI and gaming. And some of the applications that you've seen on there is like My Neighbor Alice, which was obviously a game that actually did really well off of launch. They've got the Mines of Delania, Eval Engine, Fanzeal, Colorpool. You know, they've got a few different bits and bobs that were really liked and really well used back in 2021. It's founded by Henrik Hjalt, Alex Mizrahi, and Or Perelman. Each have deep experience of the blockchain industry, including foundational work on proof of stake consensus and the Colored Coins project. They did well in fundraising as well. They got money from $3 million from NGC Ventures, FBG Capital, JRR Capital, DFG Capital, OKX's investment arm, Alphabit Fund, LD Capital, Do Capital, Bitrise Capital Partners, Chaints Capital Partners, Waterdrip Capital Partners. They did a second round, which was a public sale. They raised $2.5 million from KuCoin Spotlight, which was a platform that showcased high quality projects. They also raised money from Binance Labs, which is obviously Binance's venture capital group. They've also received a strategic investment from Animoca back in 2020. So across the board, raised a lot of funds, which is not a surprise why it still is on Binance. I am gotta say, I hate this. I really don't like this. Too busy. Too busy. So relational blockchain, a fix for everything. So They've had the Mimir upgrade. So blockchains are generally primitive and experimental compared with databases. Traditional blockchains record information in a list format, so it makes it difficult to store and manage complex data sets on chain. They also are reliant on centralized servers and third-party providers. That's what Chromia are trying to solve. So they've added relational databases to fix them. So Chromia records structured blockchain data in linked relational tables. This means that you can query data directly on chain. You can perform hundreds of read and write operations with a single transaction and index block data in real time. So that actually has a very real use case, particularly for things like businesses. I really am not a fan of the site. It's too clunky, man. So the Mimir upgrade is in. So the Mimir upgrade marks a big milestone for them. So this is their vector database extension. That's the star of the show, as they put it. So vector databases play a key role in AI applications. So it supports tasks like similarity search, memory storage, and text retrieval. So these databases are already integral to Web 2 and Web 3 AI applications. Chromia has made it simpler for developers to integrate this functionality into their projects. So it improves any AI project that wants to build with Chromia, because it increases transparency, there is no downtime, and there's cost certainty. You can offer a fixed price model based on vector storage. What else is new in Mimir is the code for their first AI interface inference extension has been made public on Chromia's testnet. So it allows open source AI models to run on the provider nodes. And while developers can now implement this feature, it is in its initial stage, so they're going to continue building upon this. They've got post-chain Python client, which is already available. They've got neural interface in collaboration with Marlin's protocol. So lots of positive steps in the right direction. Chromia actually is not looking bad in terms of that. But then when we dive into ecosystem, this is where I feel a bit underwhelmed. So Chromia is proud to partner with the projects, companies, and infrastructure providers around the world. So if we're just looking from across the board, they've got a few, but this isn't like an enormous network now at all. And there's not really anything that leaps out as super exciting. LAC Property Chain was one of the early ones. They've not really boomed and grown substantially here. When you are adding in your exchanges into your sort of ecosystem, I usually find that quite a disappointment, because anyone can find that out. You don't need that. So I don't think that's a great way of putting it. And there you go. The page is not found. The ecosystem page is not found. And that's probably down to the fact that the ecosystem is not overly great right now. I mean, even if we jump onto the use cases of dApps, you can go through the key information. You can see, and it will tell you some of the, and you can see some of the dApps that are being worked with, but it isn't amazing, right? Now, so monthly active users is 35,000, which isn't bad. There is a total user account of over 1 million, which again isn't bad. Total staked is 70.7 million, which is not good enough when you've got that level of supply. Total transactions 78 million. So I'm not like blown away here at all. So when I look at this, and then I don't think they've got a chance of being delisted. Binance Labs are invested in them. If Binance delists, that means Binance Labs have pulled their investment or sold their investment, right? It's just not going to happen. And if they do get delisted, you watch the price drop, right? So I'd be looking at around 50 cents for this as a target, this bull cycle, because I don't think it's going to get to its previous high. Not unless we see a big AI boom for Chromia specifically. AI obviously has boomed throughout the last 18 months, or for the last couple of years, really, since ChatGPT. If we start seeing an AI boom for Chromia, maybe this can rally up to its previous high. But right now, tentatively I'd be like 50 cents based on the natural ebbs and flows of a bull cycle. And that's and I think that's best case scenario. Yeah, that's kind of where I stand. But I am curious to hear what you think about this in the comments. Is there a project out there that you're going, it's just undervalued? How is no one talking about this? If there is, tell me in the comments, because I love to hear about it, and then I will do a review of it myself. And guys, we're in a bull cycle, and if you've got coins you're not confident in, get onto copymycrypto.com and read through the site. On there you will see some of my past successes, some of the profits my members have made, some of my members' testimonials. These are all public record. You can literally verify everything that you see on the history of this channel. Just go onto the old videos. On the site, I share all the coins I own with my members. These are the cryptos I think are going to be the big winners this year. Whenever I find a coin that I think is going to make big profits, like I predicted with VeChain and Zilliqa and Phantom, which don't forget went up nearly 700 times, all I do is jump onto the site, tell my members about the coin that I'm going to buy and the price I'm going to buy at. Whenever I sell, I do the same thing. So my members have no work. They make the exact same profit as me. And if that sounds good to you and you want to hear more, you want to find out the coins that I'm in, the ones I think are going to be the winners this year, all you have to do to find out about them, guys, is join up on the site. And if you do, I will see you there. Otherwise, folks, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.